Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your energy update. Hope you are doing well and in high spirits. Let's go ahead and set our intention. I ask that this reading with these tools be accurate, specific, and bring blessings to everyone involved. Angels, please help me to stay centered in my higher self so that I may clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine messages that you impart through me and these tools. Please give me the confidence to trust, understand, and follow through with your messages. Thank you and amen. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the angel messages right away and see what is going on with you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we have 5 cards out here. Okay, Adriana comes out for you. She says, I am leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, thoughts, and dreams. And this is the picture involved with that, if you could see. We have Archangel Michael out for Scorpio. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Bethany, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt, bath, or a pedicure. We have Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. All children are God's children, whatever God is to you, right? And then we have Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Okay, Scorpio, so those are your angel messages out. Whichever stone resonates with you the most, that message is for you today. Okay, so I'm going to show you the stones. So here is group 1. Here is your stone. Okay, group 2, here is your stone. Group 3, here is your stone. Okay? So whichever stone resonated most with you, 1, 2, or 3, this is your message, okay? So for group 1, the first stone here, we have fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well, all right? For group 2, the blue stone, we have Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. And also, the angels are reminding you to ask. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We are governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and destinations, so we patiently await your request, okay? And for group 3, the purple amethyst, we have child. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Okay, Scorpio, so those were your 3 groups of angel messages. Maybe we'll get more into grouping later with some of these readings, right? So they're more specific for people. And you know what? I'm actually thinking to do another grouping for you guys. I don't know what this is about, but I feel like there's 3 groups today. Okay, so Scorpio, we're going to do 3 more groups here around life purpose, direction, and career, okay? Okay, so group 1 is going to be this blue stone here. Group 2 is going to be citrine, this stone here. And group 3 is going to be bismuth, this stone here. Okay? So whichever one resonates with you the most is your group here today, your message here today around life purpose and direction. So for group 1, Scorpio, we have leadership. Take charge of this situation. And let's see if it has anything else to say. This card comes to you as a signal that you're ready to assume your role as a leader. You recently may have come across a situation in which you thought somebody should do something about this. Well, you are that somebody. Although you may not feel entirely prepared or qualified to assume your leadership role, the angels assure that you're ready. They will guide you through every step so that you can gain confidence and certainty about your path. Take time to meditate and listen to your inner guidance, which will clearly show you your first steps upon this path. Your leadership will inspire others to speak up and take charge of their lives as well. Okay? Group 2, citrine. We have career change out for you. You're embarking upon a career change that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. This is angelically guided, it's divinely guided. It is a career change meant to take place. This is a reminder that yes, it is time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Be honest with yourself about what that is and be brave, be courageous. You know, this is why we talk about self-love and what that's supposed to mean is like, make the choice for you, right? Know that you're worth what you want. Reveal to yourself what you want. Have the courage to do that, right? And to really know that it's not dumb or anything like that. It's awesome. It's unique and it's beautiful, right? Or it could not be unique. It could be something common, but you make it amazing by honoring your truth, right? Animals also comes out for you, group 2. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So this can be around the home, in the office, just a part of your work, an animal you connect with at the end of your day. That frequency is really good for you. Or it could literally be working with animals like a zoo or a vet or something like this, right? And then last but not least for group 2 still is trust. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Yes, trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path, as well as repeated thoughts and symbols and signs and different things that pop up for you, okay? So please trust. And out for group 3, bismuth, is children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children, which is what we kind of got out before for the third group as well, right? And then we have study. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. And you could study in any way, right? You could do self-study as well in the night. It does not matter when, where, or how, but studying in general, okay? Okay, so Scorpio, those are your 3 groups there. Your 3 group messages for those Angel Oracle decks. Kind of exciting to do it that way. Okay, please show me Scorpio's current energy. Please show me Scorpio's current energy. Thank you. Please show me the Scorpio watching's current energy, angel spirit guides. Show me Scorpio. Wow. Scorpio, this is kind of intense. Intense is a word. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of awesome too, like really awesome, divine, but a little bit heavy. I do see a lot of past life energy coming up. I see some huge divine transformative becoming. You're becoming, you know? I see you becoming. I see you balancing male and female within yourself. I see you really coming into both aspects very well. If there was an aspect that you were neglecting a bit before, or you were, you know, leaning more towards a feminine or more towards a masculine part of yourself, it's like you are really discovering both and having them join together now. This is the universe in a way, the Trinity. This is a very connected card. This is a card of perhaps a bit of a love triangle throughout time for some of you. This is creation. Very creative energy here. A lot of you are birthing a beautiful creative project straight out of the center of the universe that you're downloading it. You're working with interdimensional spirit guides. You're working with the guide inside of you. A lot of ancient Egyptian energy, wisdom energy. You're literally wearing Kundalini snake as a hat here, or as a crown rather. This is astral energy. This is the womb, creating, like something is being, you know, it's in the womb right now as you develop it, as you work on it. Little bits you might be, you know, coming out with, but you're really developing this. It's a 20, so a 20, very divine energy here. I see a lot of underwater energy. I see a little bit of the energy of like a rooster, or actually a hen, the energy of a hen here as well, which is very interesting. Most all colors come through on this. There's something you're doing with communication as well. Communication is kind of tying everything up in a pretty bow. It's like the lining of the womb, 2222. It's pulling everything together, you know. I also see that there is sorrow for some Scorpio. Watching around, something to do with options. A lot of thoughts here. I also see some Pisces and Gemini energy. Libra comes up here. Something can never go back to the way it was, and you're sad about this. Something feels lost here. Too many thoughts, maybe too many options at some point, or too many different people. Maybe you lost somebody you were interested in, or you did not realize what they were at first, and you had other people involved, and now it is no more. I see Saturn here, so I see that this might be a lesson actually for some of you in your Saturn returns in your chart. It's been popping up a lot lately, but it could also just be Saturn in general, just having some play in this energy itself. There's just a lot of thoughts around kind of like the dying or the death of something that once was, and you're sad. This is a sadness about this. Your mind is sad. You think there's a little bit of the Aries Ram coming through as well, and a tiny bit of Taurus energy here, but you know, you think about this, and yeah, it's sad. It also could be cutting in to the fantasy a bit, you know, this sorrow, this sadness. Maybe you had a fantasy, or for a long time you fantasized about somebody, but something is like you can't anymore because the thoughts are in the way, and the sad things, or the things that didn't work, you know, it's too much in the way. You know too much now, or too much has been, too much time, or something, there's just been too much has happened, you know. I see though, as it be your nature, in a way, it's like some of you are fighting. You're not giving up. Some of you are trying to recreate and replenish. It would be like as if this thing that happened, or this sorrow, or whatever this is like a forest fire that burns everything down. And then you come in after with the rain, and with some kind of, you know, fertilizer for the ground, and with seeds to plant, and with sunlight. You come in with all the things that will nurture and you try to recreate and to regrow this with all that you have and all that you are, because Scorpio, you are powerful. You are very powerful. You're an emotional, powerful being, and you're very, even if you don't show it, you know, you kind of like, in a metaphorical way, you collect your tears so that you may water these seeds, you know? You use it, you use that emotion, and you're trying to take flight with this. I see you being very selfless. I almost see like you're having almost like an awakening of what it means to be, even though you know what it means, but you're really, this is like a softness for you. There's a awakening of and a tenderness of emotion almost, where you're kind of like descending to lift somebody up in a way. You know, you're not descending in a way that will crash your empire, but you're dipping down to the ground to pick them up in a way. It's a very caring card, and you are trying to save something, to rebuild something, to you know, whatever this idea is that some of you are working on or forming, this idea is adding to your power, or giving you this vehicle to move on, you know, giving you these wings to soar on. This is heart energy. It is sad. It's a little romantic in a weird way. I feel a romantic element to this, like you know, the Notebook, when she's in the rain, like, and you know, they're together in the rain, that scene, you know, that scene. It's kind of like that, actually. It's very, you know, I mean, there's a reality to it, a sadness to it. Definitely an edge to it because of everything around it, but you are trying, you're not giving up. And I especially see this for Scorpio that have some kind of also like air placement, like Libra or Aquarius, maybe like in their, I hear for some reason, why do I hear that? 12th house? But anyways, I see that you are doing this, okay? Okay. Do we have any messages or advice for Scorpio watching? Do we have any messages or advice for Scorpio watching? Do you have any messages or advice for Scorpio watching? Interesting. This came out for you guys twice in both placements. So go ahead and take a nice long look at it. Came out for your current energy and for your advice. You know, I see communication here. Even though that's not even what this says, I see communication coming out in your place of advice. Interestingly enough. I see in place of your advice, there is a 2. So this has something to do with union energy, with balancing. I do see Libra, which is also balance energy. We're in Libra season as well. I see a little bit of this like envious or jealousy energy as well. There's something about making peace with this energy, with your thoughts, you know, bringing your thoughts to a place of peace around this energy somehow, and communicating the energy. You know, you might be afraid to convey or to communicate some of your thoughts to somebody, what the response will be, or if it's the right thing to do. But here it seems that it is. It seems that hiding is, you're out of time for hiding. You know, you're out of time for concealing and holding this in and hiding this from somebody. Like, I feel like you need to, there's a call to do something, to take some kind of action towards the right thing in a sense. And if you haven't been certain what the right thing is, it feels here like the right thing is to just be honest about how you feel, what's going on, because people aren't mind readers. I mean, they are, but they can't know, you know? So it feels like even if it's just for you, you will feel better if you communicate this, because it's going to bring you peace. It's going to clear some of those thoughts and that clutter away, and it's going to help you start this thing you're starting, have that success you're looking for, and just move forwards. You need to communicate whatever it is that is haunting you here, whatever it is that you haven't been. And of course, as we said, that isn't for all Scorpio watching, but for some of you who that resonates with, okay? So please take it where it resonates. I do see Mars energy and Aries energy here. I see taking action. Again, this is advice to take action. There's a little bit of Taurus energy peeking through, a little bit of musical energy as well, like a songbird energy here, interestingly enough. And then the sun energy. So I actually don't see that being as much Leo, but normally the sun would be Leo. This is heart. Working from the heart, or doing this thing from the heart, or speaking or communicating, or whatever it is with the heart space, is going to assist you into fortune, to put it in that way. It's going to assist you into success. It's like the missing piece of what you've been doing. For some of you, you've been missing this heart energy a bit. And I feel like something is happening where you're becoming aware of it. Like you're like, boom, you know, this puts you into balance. This gives you what you're looking for. It gives you that shift. It gives you that stability. It gives you that, it's fuller, you know, it's a balance, it's a shift. When you take action, especially around the heart, this is very divinely guided as well. So the angels are like, bam, hoping you listen, or energies that be, spirit guides, whatever, you know, speaking to you to take action around this. You also have deceased loved ones with you, pushing you and assisting you into this. They want to help you with this. They want to assist you, and they can see a little more than we can from our vantage point. And occasionally they can poke at us, you know, like, hey, or whisper in our ear, hey. Repeated thoughts, ideas, feelings, whatever that is. That's why we recommend to listen and get in touch. Now, why this came out in your place of advice, I'm going to say it's because the message of the energy you're in of this creation, this wisdom, this helping, like this selflessness is kind of also like, if you're not doing that, that is the right movement for you. It is the right movement for you. Also, plunging into your emotions and really understanding what's there is important for you now. This is diving into your emotions that you might have, you know, they might be overflowing. They might be just so, maybe you've repressed them for so long or held them tightly to your chest for so long for good reason, that now they're just overflowing. And it's time for you to really plunge in, dive in, and face them, you know? I mean, you don't have to hurt yourself doing it. We, of course, want you to keep building and doing what you're doing and being as well as you can be, Scorpio, because we know, Lord knows, you haven't had it easy, okay? But as the emotional, tough being that you are, there's something, I definitely see Scorpio Taurus too. Like if you're a Scorpio with some kind of like a Taurus placement also, this is especially for you, but it's just because there's a stubbornness there. But I see that it's time, you know, and there's a bird pulling you here. Like this is angel manifest physical pulling your chariot along. You have wisdom in your cup, you know, and before you haven't had the best maybe company or the best advice or guidance or had the best results even with what you were doing. And I think you really want to change that now. You're looking for something a little different. And again, that requires emotions, water to move, movement, taking action from the heart space. So there's a lot of advice around communicating, having an open heart, feeling your emotions, you know, taking the time for that. Because even if you're like let's say one of the dear Scorpios that is a little bit of like a workaholic type, or you just really focus a lot on that, it will also be an investment in your work. It will be an investment in your career and in your service to serve yourself in this way, to help yourself in this way. I see so many variations of greens and blues around emotional energy, from envy to heart to just emotional, you know, speaking, communication, all that. I just know, looking at this, Spirit knows that this is kind of that ingredient that you've maybe been missing for a little while, or that you need to, add a little more of in. It's very much, a self-exploration. It's what we might call like a self-exploration, right? But you're doing this for you, not for somebody else. You're not communicating. I mean, there's an aspect of that possibly, but you're not communicating for somebody else as much as you are for you, and for your own investment in your own life, in your own, empire that you're building, your own stuff, right? So I definitely see, it might not be easy too, of course, like to do this, and there might be a little bit of like hurt feelings or argumentative energy or whatever that you have to deal with, which could be a bit of a hassle at this time, or a bit annoying. But it's worth it. It's worth it. This time around, it's worth it. It's not always. People aren't always, it's not always the right time. Right now it is though, okay? Advice or messages for the Scorpio watching. Do you have any other advice or messages for the Scorpio watching? Any other advice or messages for the Scorpio watching? I feel like somebody's dad or pa is here as well. It's kind of emotional, so I'm not sure what that is, but I feel like there's some kind of, like, they were really intelligent in their life. They were very, or they still are, maybe they still exist, and they're coming through in like an astral format. But they did something very, like, intelligent in their lifetime. Built certain things, or created certain, almost like inventions, or something with like wires, or something with numbers. I don't know, like just very intelligent, kind of like next level stuff. I feel like they're here quietly and silently supporting you, if that resonates with anybody. Okay, do we have any other messages or advice for Scorpio watching, please? Any other messages or advice for the Scorpio watching, please? Thank you. Yeah, it's time for you guys. Look, wait, hold on. You're getting a lot of very direct repeat messages out for you guys. It's the same thing. Look, it's time to come out of hiding. It's time to illuminate the inner world, not for anybody else but you. It's time to break this divide between yourself, not just somebody. It might be somebody as well, but between yourself. It's time to come out of hiding, because it's also time for you to have this success that you've been looking for. The universe is in your favor. The world is in your favor right now. This thing that you're building, it favors you. This energy is it's rooting for you. It wants you to succeed. It wants you to win. It's looking out for you. But it requires a certain maturity, a certain payment in a way from you. And that is opening a bit, coming out. It doesn't mean it's easy. There's a reason you've been hiding. Yes, there's a reason you've kept things to yourself. It's hard to come out with this. It's hard to, often it's difficult. It's a challenge, especially when the world doesn't always receive things so well, right? But that's why we say it's for you, not for them. This is going to help you release a lot that is maybe getting in your way a bit, or drudging down, or making things heavy, Yeah, and it's going to help you end a cycle. It's going to help you complete a cycle. Spirit's going to be with you as you do this. You're supported as you do this. You want to end this cycle so you can begin the next, which is a lot more happen. It's a lot more of what you want to see, and there's a very specific recipe to do this. I feel, Scorpio, that you have the other pieces there. You do. You have the drive. You have the love, the attention, the passion, the brilliance, the success mind, the pieces, the knowledge, whatever it is, you have it. There's just this sensitive core of you that is needing to release some, you're needing to flow. That's that last piece. You're needing to flow. So, yeah, so it's really time to come out of hiding, communicate, even just with yourself. I mean, if you don't want to communicate with somebody, if you're past that point, you can always like write this out for yourself, or I don't know, make a video for yourself, or start like some, what's that called? Like where your secret profile, where you're just sharing videos of you talking. I don't know, just whatever it is, like where you have an outlet. We need an outlet. We need an outlet. And that goes for anybody. We need outlets for things. Yeah. Yeah, because this is also, it's making you feel a bit disempowered keeping this in. You're not having your full strength and action as you would if you had this out in the open, out in the air. Any other advice or messages for Scorpio, please? Any other advice or messages for Scorpio, please? Yes, again, coming out of the self. This couldn't be a louder message. Coming out of isolation with yourself, of just being this solo, whatever. You're not a robot. Scorpio, you're not a robot. You're very far from that. In fact, you're one of the most emotional water signs. You're very emotional, complex mosaic of a sign, right? So as a stereotype generally. So it's really time for you to come out of hiding. It's time for you to leave some of this baggage behind as well by releasing some of these emotions. I do see a little bit of Gemini energy here, the twins, etc. I think that there's, something that it's time for you to walk away from as well for some of you, if you know what I'm talking about. It's something that it might be beautiful and great and look so juicy and yum, but it's not what you're looking for, and you know that, and you have the self-worth, confidence, and love to say, hey, that's not actually what I'm looking for though, so I'm not going to keep spending my energy and time on this. I'm going to release that, and I'm going to walk away from it. I'm going to walk forwards. I'm going to walk forwards. I'm going to walk forwards. And for some of you, it might be like lust, or even like a person, right? And admit, Scorpio, admit it to yourself that you might be a bit afraid. Just admit it. It's okay. We're all afraid sometimes, right? Again, not for all of you, but for some of you, you might be a bit afraid. But this is one of these times that Spirit is rushing at you, telling you, do it anyways. Do it anyways. Afraid to feel these things, afraid to face these things, afraid to come out with certain things, afraid to see what's over that edge, afraid to unmask the self, uncertain, a lot of thoughts about it, uncertain of how to leave behind this thing that you've been, this mask that you've worn, this way that you've processed things, this way that you've functioned, this system that you've had. But the thing is this system is outdated. It's outdated now, okay? You are almost there. Everything is in place to level up, to go to the next thing that is you're so ready for. You're so ready for it. But just this one thing, you got to move through, and you're going to, okay? Can we get a little, let me clean these up. So what is the outcome? What is the outcome of Scorpio watching through this process? What is the outcome of the Scorpio watching in this process? The outcome of the Scorpio watching in this process, please. Thank you. What is the outcome of the Scorpio watching this process, please? Okay, sorry, Scorpio. Dropped one of your cards, got stuck under the stand fell, had to remake the stand, and then try to get the card out, which was crazy. So that was all around firm foundation. So it might be a bit of a struggle to create this firm foundation, but you are going to, and you will. I see the Trinity energy here again. So we were asking what the outcome is for you guys. Let me recover. The outcome for you guys, it looks like, I still feel like you guys are almost divided into like 3 groups this time around. But for some of you, there's an outcome of empowerment, accelerated motion, okay? Spiritual energy, reconnect with the cosmos, the cosmic energy. This is a shooting star. This is a bright light. This is, even for some of you, fame, but it's spirituality leading that, or that vibration of really having major, major success on a huge scale. But part of the success is because of you're so aware and in touch with, you know, spirit and the sky and the stars and the orbs and the energies that be, that you are a part of so deeply, that you deal with so deeply, especially dealing with a lot of death and things like this. As a Scorpio, you know, you are that in a way. This release that you do make with your emotions and this ability to communicate, talk, and come out of whatever, you know, this does bring you a lot, especially on a spiritual realm, which is everything, right? Everything is spiritual. So if you get it there, you get it everywhere. So, which brings you into a very firm, solid foundation. Not easy to achieve, but it is there. And again, there's that Trinity energy there, a little bit of rainbow energy here as well. And it manifests materially for you so well. It gives you this strength. So, you know, you're balancing these feminine and masculine aspects of yourself very well. Both are working together. And you are a complete and perfect unit as you are, right? With who you are. Any other messages about the outcome for Scorpio in this? What is the outcome for the Scorpio watching? Any other messages? Thank you. What is up with your cards falling? Scorpio, your cards are falling in like the most complicated places, you know? Yeah, I see you being triumphant. You are triumphant in bringing something out of hiding. Spirit comes with you doing this. You know, you're very grounded, materially supported as you do this. It brings you that as well, but it's by coming out of hiding and working with the spiritual energy and trusting that, that you gain that triumph. You also might be moving towards something, visiting somebody, going to see someone. Taking charge of somebody from the past, maybe, like, that you didn't want to face and now you are. Feels like past life energy as well. This really feels like somebody or something or a situation that has been around before. You know, it's not the first time that you are knowing this person or dealing with this person. And any other messages about the outcome of the Scorpio watching, please? Any other messages about the outcome for the Scorpio watching, please? Thank you. Yes, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom through this process. You already have, but again, more power. Scorpio is out for the power and they're getting it. And again, this is power and balancing those, that masculine, feminine. It's coming out with both, right? Look at that Leo energy a bit. Or lion. It's not even Leo, it's just lion. I don't actually see Leo. Like, I see the sun, I see the lion, but I'm not getting so much of Leo as I am like just strength, lion, balance. Of course, there could be Leo though, but this wisdom as well that's being gained is you're sharing it. It's a new dawn. I feel like it's a new dawn for Scorpio. It's a more selfless way of working than you have before too. I feel that the only reason Scorpio ever might have not been selfless is because people can sometimes suck. I know that's a very Scorpionic way to put it, but like, people can be stupid and they can suck in this world, right? And we can be stupid. Everybody can, right? But this is just, that's the view. And not everybody deserves to know you. Not everybody can handle or be careful with, you know, knowing you. But this new dawn, it's like you're having more empathy and generosity almost, and more just care about others in a different way than you did before. And it's very beautiful. It's very humbling and very heartwarming, you know, heartwarming energy. So it's very nice to see. Any other messages for the Scorpio watching? Scorpio, you have a big reading today. They could go a long time with you. I could feel that. There's a lot happening. If you're Scorpio and you're watching this, and you had, like, if you've wondered about getting a personal reading with me, with Frequency of the Heart, please reach out. It'd be a good time for you to get a reading because there's a lot of messages here for Scorpio, okay? So yeah, we have 7 again coming out of hiding with the crown chakra. So we might want to work on our crown chakra and base chakra, which goes right in line again with masculine, feminine, balancing these energies. So we have the very bottom first chakra down here, and we have the very top, you know, crown chakra up here. So balancing all chakras is important, but working on our foundation and working on spirit is also very important. Spirit is purple, foundation is red. There's different sounds for crown, different sounds for base. Grounding, meditating in astral, you know, talking with spirit, worrying about material. Don't actually worry about material stuff, right? So these are, this is the Trinity and the Lotus, which has been actually throughout your whole reading, the Trinity and the Lotus. So now I kind of understand more about why. It's base chakra and it's crown chakra. So these are your highlights right now, and getting these two really balanced. Again, I see, you know, coming out of hiding and spiritual energy. So this is emerging, communicating all the stuff we already talked about, but also in line with spiritual energy. This is patience and planning for Scorpio. This is, again, a little bit of Gemini twins energy, something with love here. I'm feeling like something with love around this twin energy, honestly. And, you know, waiting, there's like time is going by here. Seasons are going by here, but there's a reason for that. You're very careful. It's like you're very invested in things and you're kind of careful. Like it seems like you're very patient. You could wait a long time for certain things. You know what I'm saying? And then we have for Scorpio, yeah, it's important you will gain a lot of power from resting right now. Like meditationally, like meditating. Being in nature, meditating, being by a body of water, listening and getting in touch with spirit by really being quiet. This is emotional withdrawal, but because we're talking about bringing your emotions out, this is more about feeling your emotions, feeling them, understanding them, getting in touch with them, and then figuring out the outlet to release them with. Or you can just dive right in and start with your paper and pen or paintbrush or whatever it is that you do. But that is that. We have crown chakra highlighted again because this is going to assist you with this new beginning, is this awareness that you're going to be gaining from up here. Spirit is giving you downloads from up here. I mean, they always do, but it's heightened during this time. So understand that, you know, focusing on this area is going to allow a lot of clarity in. You might even want to do like a meditation around the crown chakra, like with a flame or something like this, a violet flame, where you kind of clear the energy around here so you could really get those clear downloads in, and just do some strong visualizations up there when and how you can. Okay, there is some kind of a love situation, maybe even something you have put patience and planning into, that it's time for you to move on from. It might not be love though, it could be something else. I get the 6 energy here. 6 for me is Venus, it's love, and then moving on. Especially it looks like to me he has a watch in his hand, even though I know that's might not be what it is, but it looks like a stopwatch type thing. So this is really about, you know, it's time to move on from this old energy, especially an old energy that could be around your relationship to love, to a lover, to something like this, or even to family, like or somebody with, you know, close to the heart. This is an emotional card. So you know this is part of your process that you're in right now. It's moving on, and you know that's what's happening. Yes. Also, we have out, as we talked about earlier, deception and envy. Taking that mask off, coming out of hiding with this, or maybe even this is being revealed to you that it's around you. But it's time to really have this. Spirit is going to reveal this one way or another. You might as well choose, kind of, right? Because to me, this part of everything, this deception, envy, real emotions, maybe other people around you or you to them or whatever, it's coming out. It is coming out, right? There's a really cool way we can do it, or there's just like a kind of shitty way that we can do that. So yeah, there's another message. Again, we have, this is that, remember we said we kind of have to make a sacrifice earlier, like a sacrifice for spirit, or whatever we were saying with that, which is to open yourself up a little bit, to express your emotions a little more. I see that here with this card. This is driving that message home, that yes, because sacrificing that is actually like sacrificing that toxic brown water beneath there that's been used and dirtied. You know, it's immature for you now. You're growing up out of that. You're transcending out of that. So allow yourself to transcend out of it. Don't self-sabotage. Don't hold yourself back because you think you're not worthy deep down, or you can't allow yourself that. Allow it. Allow it for you, okay? Allow it for you. It's so good for you, and you know this, okay? This is like really important. I hope you get that. This is really important. This is important, okay? And then we have, driving it really home, balance, right? Divinely guided balance, full circle, halo energy, angel energy here. You are balancing. It's the whole thing. This is such a beautiful, like, yes, okay? Yes. Wow. Strong reading, Scorpio. Strong reading. I am going to check just before we're completely done here. Ooh, it's getting hot in this room, let me tell you. Just before we're completely done here, I want to grab a message. I want to grab a message for you before we are finished all the way around love, just to check in. Scorpio, any messages around Scorpio and love, romantic love? Messages for Scorpio around romantic love, please. Thank you. Any messages for Scorpio around romantic love, please? Yeah, you guys are starting new things with love. You're manifesting new things with love. You are, creating exactly what you want in a way when it comes to love. Even if you're not focused on love, the world you're designing is going to bring that to you. There's still some immaturity a little bit around a suitor that might be after you, or somebody around like Sagittarius energy maybe. Sagittarius, another Scorpio, Leo, Libra, a little bit of Capricorn. There might be somebody that's kind of like taking action towards you, like an artist, musician type, actually, weirdly enough, who's just not. They're just, they're a bit on the immature side. And I don't feel that you actually have a lot of like temptation or connection with them. And I don't really feel that they're assisting your money at this time. They might, however, assist you to come out of some kind of like darker or self-sabotaging or negative patterns that you were in. So there could be a benefit to them popping up in your life, even if it's just around like healing or this transition that you're making. However, I don't see that the real connection or attraction is there for you with them. So I hope you can be honest with yourself about that as you go, and not get too, attached or thinking something about this person, because I don't really think that they're your person. They're just more there to assist you at this time. And people can do that. They can come in and assist us, and we assist them, and then we move on, right? That can happen often, actually. And can you show me, please, who's interested in Scorpio? Who's interested in Scorpio? Scorpio watching? Who's interested in them that they don't know about, maybe? Somebody interested in you that you're not aware of, Scorpio? Who's interested in Scorpio watching, please? Who's interested in the Scorpio watching? Romantic love. Romantic love. Yeah, somebody is watching you or interested in you that has options. Venus energy. But they don't want options because they're interested in you. They're wavering. They're not sure yet if they want to cut out their options, because they're not sure yet if you're actually interested or if it's going to be reciprocated. But they're watching. They're wavering a little. They might go back and forth between yes, no when it comes to you. They might be, unsure, but they're something special, okay? This is Venus energy. This is heart energy, sacral material. They got a lot of their shit together. They have a lot of happiness. They have a very cosmic crown. They're very connected. They kind of are a seer, like they can see things. I see a little bit of the autumn highlighted here. So yeah, around this time, autumn time, their energy is definitely coming through when it comes to you. This is somebody that is interested in you. I don't get super distinct signs, maybe Aquarius. I get Pisces, definitely a little bit of Cancer. Maybe a touch of Capricorn, but I feel like that might have more to do with money. Maybe a little bit of Leo too, but it's uncertain. The Capricorn and Leo energies are weird in this reading. Like they're not full, whatever that might mean to somebody. And then you get 2 repeat cards out as well. So for those of you that are dealing with, I don't usually go into like the twin flame thing super deeply, but for those of you that are dealing with like a twin flame type of energy, who the twin's been coming up for you, this person is doing the same thing you're doing, which is manifesting, creating, and designing a new beginning, a new world for themselves, a new empire, or for just a new world in general. They're really in charge. They're really tapped in, just like you are. They're doing what you're doing. And they're also, coming out of some darker, heavier energies, as well as you have. This is like a mirroring thing going on. This person is interested in you. But also I see this person that's interested in you. It's not just lust or, interest, like a temptational interest or whatever. It's actually also very much a careful, appreciative interest, much like you have. You might not be aware of that because so many people might just throw themselves sometimes and like you just don't know who's who anymore. But as you're taking more care and more time and honoring yourself, you're attracting that same thing into you. So if somebody's coming into your radar slowly and surely like this, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that mirroring. You're gonna understand that, and I really see that this person is again, they're cutting out a lot of dissatisfaction, a lot of options, a lot of they're going through a lot, getting rid of a lot. They don't want to bring a bunch of baggage into this potential thing with you, this potential thing that they're interested in with you, right? So any other messages for around love for Scorpio? Love is important, Scorpio. Love is important, okay? You might not fully understand or be where you want to be with love. You might not be in your full maturity or your full like feeling like, you're worthy or you're successful enough or you're established enough or even like it's important, but it is. It is. And I think that building an empire all by yourself and being wealthy and being successful and whatever else all by yourself isn't actually going to bring you the kind of happiness you want. There's a little bit of a sadness around that, a little bit of a loneliness around that. And I think and realize that, and you want to be the best you can be, and you do maybe want to try and start to, open yourself up more. And you're definitely not going to like let down your guard completely. You're going to be really choosy with whoever comes at you or comes in, towards you. It's definitely choosing. But I feel that you're coming into this place where you're having these realizations. You're moving out of so much old energy and kind of doing this transformation, and things just don't look exactly the same as they used to. They look a little different now. And I have faith and confidence in you and your journey and the way that you work. You're very divine, powerful, intuitive, knowing person who is very sensitive and emotional, and that is very powerful. It is. It's very powerful to be that emotional and sensitive. So there's a reason for everything, and we're always changing and morphing and moving, right? So, okay. Well, much love to you, Scorpio. I hope that this gave you some clarity and some assistance and guidance today. Hopefully gave a little bit of empowerment as well. So go ahead and contact me for personal if you want one, FrequencyOfTheHeart@gmail.com. And I would be happy to do that. So all the best, many blessings. Mwah. Take care.